Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Meet the Team interview. This week we have David with us. Hi David, thank you so much for doing this interview. Do you want to just introduce yourself and your role at CIS?
Hello everyone. Yes, my name's David Poultney. I work as a technical account manager within CIS. My role is to basically look after our customers and our contracts and to liaise with the decision makers at these customers to basically make sure that everything runs smoothly and that small problems don't become big problems, etc. I also advise on IT strategy and help our customers basically plan the next few years of their IT journey. So that's what I basically do, Erin.
And on a daily basis, what kind of stuff do you see? What do you deal with?
So my average day is speaking to my customers, looking at their purchasing, what they're looking to purchase, as well as progressing IT projects. So as well as doing the account manager side of the business, I also deliver some of the projects which we sell at CIS.
And has your typical day changed since this pandemic has started?
Not really, apart from working from home, but I still spend a lot of time, obviously, touching base with my customers, and progressing things in the normal way. So day to day, generally, life has remained the same.
Good. I suppose you're doing meetings and stuff via Zoom as opposed to face to face now.
Yeah, the use in a lot of companies like ours, the use of Zoom and also Microsoft Teams has grown significantly. So I do spend a great deal of time on the end of a camera like this with yourself, either speaking to customers or speaking to colleagues.
Yeah. And so you've been with CIS, is it right? You've been for 2 stints over about 7 years now, from kind of 2011 to where we are now. And what I'd like to know about really is where you kind of came from before that, and then how you joined CIS and what's happened over the last 7 years.
Okay, so I'm originally from South Wales, and
Couldn't tell by the accent.
yes. And when I was a teenager, I used to be a lifeguard redcoat at a holiday camp, and where I met my wife, who was from London. I then obviously went to college, and then went to work in London. Spent some time living in London, and then moved to Farringdon. Before I came to CIS, I worked for a large educational IT reseller, starting off in their service department. Back in those days, we repaired computers rather than replacing them at the component level, and then working my way on into their network installations department, and then from there moving on to their enterprise support department, looking after networks for very large colleges and other educational institutions. And that's basically when I saw there was a local IT company that was very technical. So I joined, as you know, I joined working for your father in 2011.
And what role were you when you joined the company?
So I started off as a support consultant, again, delivering projects and obviously helping on the help desk. The company was a lot smaller then. There were only 5 of us. So basically, we obviously did a myriad of roles in those days, a bit of everything. But obviously, as times moved on, the company's got much larger, and everyone's got more defined roles.
And what have you enjoyed personally most about being at CIS? Have you got any kind of achievements that you've had, or personal highlights that you could share with us?
So the best part about working for CIS is the team. I know everyone said that on these interviews, but it really is true. We have got a most amazing team of individuals, and we just come together and we just naturally party. As well as being professional, we always make sure that there's a good atmosphere in the office, and everyone contributes, and everyone really likes working in the office. It really is a fantastic place to work. Achievements. Last year, I achieved my Certified Advanced Security Practitioner qualification. And I've also achieved architect standard in a number of Sophos products that we sell in their security and firewall um, uh, offerings that we resell. So that's probably the my most up-to-date achievements. I'm lucky to work with a load of really great customers as well. From St. Paul's Cathedral to Formula One teams and everything in between. We've got a great diverse customer base. So no 2 days are the same, Erin. It's every day is very different. It's a little bit different now during lockdown because I can't get out and visit my customers as much as I used to, but I still get to talk to them, and so yeah, so that's basically how I spend my days.
Sure, and lots of people over the last few weeks of these interviews have been saying about the communication and the great team, and as you said, like that is true, and we're not just saying it for the sake of these videos. And you were saying how the office atmosphere is really good, and I know from when I've been there as well, like you guys have games consoles, and you guys have so much fun, and you go out and do great socials and stuff, and obviously that's not possible at the moment. So how are you guys keeping it together as a team, keeping the morale up?
Well, we have a weekly Zoom meeting, normally on a Friday, that is more of a social event. We all get together, we all have a catch up, share some stories of the week. Someone's normally got a great antidote, either their latest COVID haircut, or something they've been up to in their downtime from the office. And we also, your dad's a great quiz master.
Is it?
So yeah, so we have our MD basically run a quiz, and he runs some prizes. So yeah, it's and we catch up during the week as well.
And kind of carry on with that theme about kind of what we're dealing with at the moment. How do you feel on a personal and like professional level? Were you prepared for this? Was the company prepared?
I, I think like everyone, I think everyone knew that lockdown was coming, and right at the beginning of, I think it was mid-February, we all had a dry run of working from home,
Wow.
just so that we could actually see and iron out any issues, which went really, really well. And so it meant that when the decision was made that we would be closing the office and we would all be working from home, we all knew what equipment we needed to take with us, and we could set up and hit the ground running. So I think we were very, very well prepared. We were quite lucky because we all use laptops with docking stations and multiple monitors. So just long as you can basically take what's on your desk with you, with the technologies we use regarding VPN networks, etc., and the cloud services we use, we could literally work anywhere. So yeah, I think we were very well prepared, very lucky.
Yeah, and I suppose the big question going forward for a lot of people in all kind of industries is what's going to happen next? Like, a company's going to want to stick with remote working? Like, do you think you're going to see yourself working from home more? Did you already work from home? You know.
So I did used to work from home when required. I'm quite lucky. I live about 800 yards away from the office, so I did tend to go into the office if I had some work to do, just because obviously I had my desk and my setup was there. But now, working from home is going it's going really well. I think working from home is going to become the new norm for everyone. This COVID situation that we're in, and the easing of the lockdown, Unfortunately, my personal view is I don't think the easing of lockdown is going to go very smoothly, and I
Mm,
think there's going to be some bumps in the way, and I can see us moving it into some areas where lockdown will be released, but we might actually need to take a couple of steps back for a few months before we then take some more steps forward.
yeah.
So during that period, I think it makes sense for people, if they can work from home, then they should work from home, which is obviously the Prime Minister's current view on the situation. And I think for the period of the COVID crisis, I think a lot of people will be working from home.
Mm,
One thing it has opened up is that people have realised that they can work from home, and for employers, they now know that employees can be productive working from
mm,
home. So I think it's going to allow a lot of companies to become a lot more nimble.
mm,
I know a lot of very large companies. So, for example, your Facebook and your Googles and other technology companies are all downsizing their offices. They're all looking to give the staff the option to work from home either some of the week or all of the week.
mm,
Um, and even financial companies like Barclays are now doing the same. So
mm,
it's definitely going to be shifting,
mm,
and that will have a great benefit on the environment. There'll be less people commuting. It means people who have to commute will be able to commute faster because there'll be less traffic on the road. So I think we're heading for a better future, to be honest.
yeah. And I suppose as well as the like common sense of staying home, working from home when you can, there's a lot of lots of people have said there are lots of personal upsides to it. I mean, obviously being home with your family, like you've got your son, and people are saying things like commute, not having to buy petrol, not having to spend the time commuting, being able to go from bed to work, and people actually I think are almost not enjoying it, perhaps is the right word, but where people want flexibility in their lives, like spending more time with their family, it kind of opens up a whole lot more doors now, doesn't it?
There is life is very different than before the COVID situation developed. It's really nice. Downstairs where my office is I can step out to my garden. We have an elderly cat who's 19, so it means that we can obviously stay and look after him and make sure he's fed and well, all the time. Whereas obviously when we used to pop out for work, there used to be some hours when he was left alone for 3 or 4 hours.
And you can visit your PlayStation room, of course.
And I can visit my PlayStation room as well. So it does have some. It's more of a merger between home life and
Yeah.
work life. But I think it's still important that you actually keep a balance,
Yes.
and and at the end of the day, you do switch off from work.
Mm.
Um, it means you can then really enjoy your home life, and then come for me, I have an 8 o'clock morning start. At 8 o'clock, back into work mode. I even wear my work clothes. Believe it or not, this is not worn just for this interview. I tend to keep to my normal work routine because it allows me to get into that work zone.
Yeah. Oh, great. Well, it's been so lovely to hear about all your opinions and your story with CIS, I guess. So thank you so much for doing this interview, David. It's been an absolute pleasure. And thank you everyone else for watching. And we'll be back next week with another Meet the Team interview. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.